Bad YouTube etiquette. And airsofters. Well, have I got a podcast for you? Sit down, ladies and gentlemen, as we talk dirt on the worst.
Fuck's sake. Is that the AK?
Yeah, that's the AK.
Damn right.
Nice.
For the AK guy, Brandon Herrera, I'm gonna kill him with a BB gun because he hasn't delivered the AK-50 yet.
That's right.
What you just put out?
That's the thing at the back. Nothing. So,
Steam
Gonna
AKs
go.
are not like what they used to be.
just the owners are stupid. But yeah, today we're talking about YouTubers and how they ruin everything,
just-
right?
Yeah.
So go ahead. You're the host usually.
Even go on. You can start.
Wait, what's the exact title of this?
I already introduced
Canon
it.
Fodder
You're
Airsoft
already
podcast.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to just think of how to word it better.
Canon
not
Fodder
about-
Airsoft podcast. It literally couldn't be any more straight to the point.
I know, but not that part. I understand the Canon Fodder Airsoft part.
No.
I'm talking about the actual topic. Because it's not just about YouTube etiquette, it's just in general what we've seen.
Perception.
YouTube
It's the
etiquette,
perception of
you know,
airsoft in social media.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. We talked about it the last episode. We kind of all watched Noveridge back in the day. Everybody
watched-
did.
yeah.
A lot of people.
He was the biggest though.
Yeah,
Oh, he
well,
is
like,
the biggest sniper.
we can talk about really like not necessarily the negative stuff, but also the good stuff. Like like the likes of Scout the Doggy, who's been going on for years. He's the guy who I watched the airsoft videos on.
I watched some of the Lost Stand Gamer videos.
Never
Yeah,
watched
man.
him.
Doggy.
So,
Never watched that.
he's a Scottish guy, very good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he owns a site and he just goes around recording stuff.
Okay.
I think it was funny the last time we actually at an airsoft event, an urban airsoft. Well, the last time I was there, the Russians were recording.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
remember that.
yeah,
And that's such a shit
the
video.
Russians are recording.
It was
Yeah,
such
the
a
Russians
shit
are
video.
recording for evidence, but it was literally like there was nothing in the video.
Yeah,
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
So I think me and Steve were like, "Oh, I think we actually did something in it." And me,
I wasn't
and
there. I just saw the video and I just was looking for you guys. And I just saw this
I was
guy.
in it.
You were in it in the background, I think.
No, I fist bumped him.
Yeah, and that was like the end of the video. The highest point was him getting one shot off with his gun, and the rest of
Yeah.
it was him just waddling around in the back of a jeep.
And then the massive hard bass boss said, "Voice." Apart from
Okay.
that,
Parasite's Aegis. That's your man.
that was Predator. Or something. No,
Is that-
yeah, sorry, you're right. I think
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah. Excuse me.
I think we just jump into Kicking Mustang, or
Jump in, like we'll jump in. Yeah,
I don't think you know the show has started.
I know. No, I'm just gonna edit it down. I'm just thinking of how to do it. I can just
Wait,
chop,
what?
I'll just chop off the part that we don't want in this.
When is this starting? I'm confused.
I'll just start now.
We
Hey everyone,
should've-
welcome to Canon Fodder presents.
No, keep going. Come on.
Hey everyone.
I know Tom's out of obviously. Keep going.
Hey everyone, welcome to Canon Fodder presents airsoft videos. Bullshit crap, I don't know. And here comes Tom.
I would walk off set for more dramatics, but no.
Fuck. Here, someone else present this weekend. I'll do the outro. I'll do the outro. Just someone else do.
Fuck.
'Cause I'm not too good at the intro today. Just someone else do the intro.
Cue Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
We're gonna do a gag reel of Tom bringing his gun.
Oops.
Do you like the I don't know if you've ever seen Surf's Up.
What's up?
Yeah, I've
Surf's
seen
Up.
it not in a while.
Like
Is that the penguin
this
film?
is
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
this is Shaniqua, and You wouldn't understand, Shaniqua. You wouldn't understand. This is Lexus. Now, you would I dream of Lexus. Yeah. Yeah.
Cold open.
Tommy, what are you gonna actually do with the EMG rifle, Tom?
What?
What are you gonna do with that rifle?
He was doing the fucking thing, Stephen.
No, I mean, what is it? Are you selling it, or are you going to just give it to one of us to mine?
He's still in character, Stephen.
I realize.
I don't know who wants it. You want some? I'll give it you.
Sure, go on. Show me what your white stuff.
No, I think it's gonna go between you and Connor. Either or.
Yeah.
Just to mind, to take care of.
Yeah, that's grand.
Okay.
You really need when you stuck on that gun, though, man.
Well, how many minutes we got left?
We have enough time.
I've got plenty of time.
We have plenty of time. I can just
We're
edit it all.
11 minutes into me joining the call, so
6
20
minutes since I started recording.
So,
Okay.
what YouTubers are you watching now?
We haven't done the intro, have we?
Yeah, just
Oh, dude, we've done 7 of them. You just haven't noticed.
yeah, exactly. You like, there's so many cold opens, Stephen.
Oh, anyway. Okay.
Oh, they can make it start again. No, okay, Stephen, this is the premise. The show has started. This is it. It's starting right now. Welcome to Canon Fodder Airsoft. Okay, talking about YouTube. Stephen, take us away.
Oh, hey, everyone. Yeah, so basically,
Oh, hey everyone. Oh, hey there, everybody.
No, do you know what you need to say? Just hey one,
hey, one.
because it's literally gonna be one person.
We'll get maybe one person to this. We might get one person.
We'll get many likes. We'll get a lot of likes, but that's
Hey,
about
the
it.
last podcast actually got like 40 something views.
Yeah, how long did they last, Connor?
Sorry?
How long did they last? Like 30 seconds?
Oh, like 1 minute 35 seconds. Or yeah,
That's not bad.
I watched all of it. I
I
watched
know.
all of
You drove up
I'm
time.
pretty sure that's bringing up the average. So
Yeah.
it. Yeah. But if we're getting onto the topic of YouTube and Airsoft, I guess it's only kind of right you talk about, I suppose, what's his name? The biggest one probably in the States.
Average. Oh,
Not Norwich.
Desert Fox.
Desert Fox. He like has him and his girlfriend or his wife or whatever.
Yeah,
I think
Unicorn,
they have
yeah.
a huge following.
Yeah.
They have a huge following over together.
well, they have their own.
Ah, yeah, they're
games,
brilliant.
And
So,
they have their own games.
I like watching them do meal sims. They did one of them in the UK. It was crazy.
yeah, that's the one actually we're looking at going to next year
Right.
at the Airsoft Festival.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I think like what's interesting about it is the quality of the videos is surprisingly very good considering what they're recording on and how they're recording. Like the camera work that has to go into it and editing. It's pretty impressive to say the least.
Yeah, but like we're getting started like in recording Airsoft gameplay. You do need to have like the scope cams and stuff.
You need a scope cannon and preferably like a
'Cause,
GoPro.
like, you don't need it. You need a GoPro really. That's all you need. But like if you want to get big
some good
and things like that,
videos of
and all the good videos have scope cams. Some of them have the threes. They do. They do tend to.
Yeah, they do.
There's the American fella. I keep forgetting his name. Predator.
Desert Fox.
There's a Fox. He must have just uses a GoPro and he attaches it on the side. No?
Yeah, but he has a scope cam as well.
Right. Okay.
Like
Oh,
they
he
tend
does,
to
yeah.
run like 3 or 4 GoPros or like one
2 or 3 GoPros, and then
I mean, like, would you be
one
would you be
head cam,
arsed?
one cam looking back, and then like a scope cam looking forward.
I genuinely mean it. Like, would you be arsed? Like, Connor, you've brought your GoPro out a few times, and you just, I don't think you've made a video on it yet, but it's like I think you forget most of the time.
I have this stuff saved and stuff, but like
Uh,
I just don't see the point in it, to be honest. It's like
yeah.
my style of game. It's not incredibly
Exciting.
action paced. Like I do some cool stuff, all right, but it's rare and in between.
Yeah.
Like, and even then, the angle that I have the GoPro set up sometimes just doesn't work with it. You don't see who I'm shooting. You don't see who's shooting at me. That's why, like, the scope cams are fairly handy, because you can actually then get
You can see where you're
footage
shooting.
of that. So
I'm always surprised when it, like, well, I suppose when I think about it, the videos are really short. But
yeah, like most of those airsoft videos are like 5 to 12 minutes long.
And they're heavily cut down. They're literally just all the good shots to get.
Like to find like 12 minutes of footage throughout the day.
That's like 5 hours of gameplay.
And it all depends on style of play you're going with. You could obviously like, if it's a milsim, you could record just loads of like you could record the entire way through, and you could then have, like, say if it was a 24-hour milsim, you can cut it up into a few different parts. You can have like 3 or 4 videos from that, because you will have.
I know Desert Fox has done that a few times.
Yeah, that's right. But like there's one other I think it's the Black Mountain Rangers, or they're big enough YouTube from the States. They're like they're a team, but like they do all the big milsims, like the Milsim West and stuff, where like they actually have like a command structure and everything. And it's more like watching a video game. Like as in like a place of Arma and stuff like that, where there is the chain of command in place already. You get like, you hear the comms. Yeah, Arma the video game. Yeah. Like you can hear all the comms and you can hear all that, and I enjoy watching those sometimes.
But I think what I suppose is a big common theme is what we're going to get to, and that's just the theme of YouTube in general, is like how much they try to feed off one type of video, and that one type of video usually is the rager.
See, a lot of the smaller
YouTubers, it's not even rage, it's more cheating.
And
like,
then you'll have
I think the cheating videos, like don't like calling out people for it, but like you see the likes of Kicking Mustang and stuff, who do put up all the videos like airsoft cheater gets pwned or whatever. Like
airsoft cheater gets shot in nuts or something like that.
Stuff like
That's why I originally started watching him, though, because I was like, oh yeah, cool, and I enjoy his content and stuff like that. Like I honestly, who doesn't mind calling them out? Like they're major celebrities, and we're one viewer to nothing.
That's true.
We could literally say anything, and nobody would like even take.
I know, but Kicking Mustang has had a massive backlash over the last couple of months, where even the raids where his info was leaked online.
Yeah, his personal details all leaked and stuff. And
what was it something to do with like a hidden Twitter account that was like backed by, it was some racist promoting Twitter account? He was like the person behind or something. I don't know.
Possibly. I know.
I don't know the details of it all, to be honest. So
right.
I just know.
I don't tend to follow the airsoft YouTuber dramas.
No,
I don't really tend to follow YouTube dramas anyway. But like,
no, I liked Kicking Mustang's videos. I knew he was a knobhead who wore like fucking MAGA hats and thought he was all fucking cool on his Instagram lives, and he just had that kind of like right-wing mentality of, oh, the liberals are out to get me and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the smaller YouTube channels will tend to feed off trying to get like views from the negative side of airsoft, where like the cheating and people raging. That's where they think a lot of their views will come from, even though.
Which is kind of annoying though, because I just want to get back to Kicking Mustang. I think let me finish it, but I actually really liked his personality in a lot of videos. I thought he was pretty composed and it's pretty funny and entertaining. But it was like when I seen him on Instagram wearing that sort of stuff, like live streaming to like trigger people, I was like, it's a bit fucking childish to say the least. But
his videos were good, but I just think he's an asshole. I never liked him as a person. As a YouTuber, I liked some of his content. Half his content though is pretty shite.
I think he's one of the highest quality creators.
He does make some good stuff.
He makes good quality stuff, but
he doesn't have a great reputation behind him.
Yeah,
and
I understand that.
And he himself gets called a cheater quite a lot, apparently.
He does. His one of the ones from like 2 months ago was big because a lot of his videos he was posting for those couple of weeks a lot of the shots did look like they weren't hitting anyone, and he was calling them out as hits.
That's also, if you're then condensing a video and then processing it and putting it through rendering, you're not going to be as clear. So if you're using that as evidence against them, I don't think that's really the best thing to do, considering the BB sizes. I'd gotta go off his judgment, because I do kind of think of him as actually a serious player. Like, no one puts 10 years into a fucking thing just to be, I don't know, a troll. He definitely puts a lot of effort, and he's financial backing behind it as well. I just find the whole situation weird though, because it's like, I don't know why he let his political opinions become his personality to a point that starts getting into his
I feel
public life.
I do feel that he was on his way to becoming kind of like Novic in a way, because Novic now, he was obviously, everyone knows Novic in Airsoft, because he's not just transcended to YouTube. He's like making his own
company,
sniper rifles and
everything in between,
and everything. But Kicking Mustang, he still has the KMCS ghillie suit, which is actually, it's regarded as probably the best ghillie suit that you can buy. Well, for Airsoft anyway. Obviously, you want to make your own to suit your own fields that you'll be using it on, but apparently it's brilliant. And I have considered
cheap too. It's not too expensive. It's good quality for what it is. Yeah,
it's just over £100 for the full thing or something like that. And
that's actually really good.
He also does a lot of testing for Novic gear as well as other shows, big shops gear. I don't know, it was disappointing in a way, because I was like, I thought of him actually to be a pretty. I agreed with a lot of his views on like the headshots and how people need to kind of fucking, not be such dramatic, whiny.
There was also a lot of stuff about him getting banned from a lot of sites as well.
I heard about that, and I also heard that's a lot of bullshit too, because they're banning him for like taking the piss out of people for headshots and stuff, and that's like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. I don't agree with that. Like, it's Airsoft.
I know. I don't think it should be banned.
Headshots are part of the game. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
He shouldn't be banned if he's just for taking headshots. I mean, you're going to get shot in the face and whatnot. He is a bit of an asshole though when there's the whole body there and he's going for the ones that will.
I'm going for the head.
Very few people. Most people will go for the body or go for whoever is visible. I'll go for whoever is visible. If it's the head, it's the head. If it's the chest, I'll go for the face.
I'll just try hit them. Jesus Christ!
That's my thing. I'll just try and hit them. I'm not aiming for anywhere in particular.
Absolutely, that's my view as well, Tom. I just try to get them. I don't overshoot. If I can, I'll get their body if I can. But if it's only their head showing, you're damn right I'm going to take a shot at the head.
Yeah, I'm not denying that should happen. I do that as well.
There's no way I wouldn't.
I'm not denying I wouldn't, and I will hit people in the head even if I'm aiming for their bodies. If I'm not for their heads.
Yeah.
But I don't intentionally go to hurt someone.
It shouldn't be a consideration. I think if you go to an airsoft event, you should have taken the necessary precautions and safety beforehand, and then assume that every person you're shooting or the people that are playing have done that. So you shouldn't feel like you have to hesitate. You have to pull yourself back or hesitate for other people.
I don't hesitate or pull myself back. I'm just saying.
I know, but you're saying if you saw someone head to toe open, you just would purposely not aim for the head for safety reasons. But it's like,
well, not just for safety reasons. Like if I'm going to go for a shot on someone, I'm going to go for the center of mass because that's the best point.
Yeah, center of mass, because it means that
bigger area of the target.
It also gives you more area for
opportunity space.
Yeah, well, more opportunity space. Yeah, exactly. Like
tiny little head versus
wind, hop up. Anything can take that BB away, even going through like small leaves. It's something small can change the trajectory of a BB very easily.
Exactly. So I personally aim for the body for that reason.
If I can aim the wind will do that, Tom. All right, jeez.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to be like safety or anything. Like I will aim for wherever I can hit. But I mean, he just clearly goes for headshots to be a knob sometimes.
I could see why, maybe because if he's a sniper and he's pretty decent at getting in good positions, I think you fucking get bored.
See, I think it's purely just for the views. He knows that he thinks he goes for headshots, he'll get loads of views, either from people liking it or hating it.
Headshots, though.
Yeah,
I watched his compilations. I did find it interesting though, reading about him, and I saw the interview. He was a stockbroker, a trader.
I don't know enough about it.
Remember I was saying?
I think you were mentioned to me. He was like he was a trader. I think you were saying, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a very strange and weird story, but I know no one's short of controversy, and then Novich kind of gets hit with a lot of controversies, especially when it came to his new pistol. I believe there was a lot of things
The
around it.
AP one.
No,
maybe. SP something.
The Mark 23.
Oh, are you talking about the actual Mark 23 or his carbine
His
version of
one.
it?
No, the actual Mark
His
23.
Okay. I'm hearing a lot of issues with the carbine version of the Mark 23 with the.
I haven't. See, I don't follow Novich gear and stuff.
See, I'm in some of the
so-
Facebook groups because I was considering getting the SSX 23
Fair,
and
fair.
the carbine version. Or the SSX 303.
Yeah, I
I've been
think it's
watching
true.
a lot of his stuff, and I don't feel like he is necessarily a bad person. I just feel like people in the limelight, people always find any kind of issue to make.
Yeah, that's true. But
Big
I
deal.
think the criticism really comes around the build quality. I think of some of the guns, because from what I've heard anyway, is the Mark 23 pistol. I can't remember the name of the Novich version, but I
It
think
was
it's
like
the
a different
SSP
version
or
of it.
something. I can't remember, to be honest.
SSX 23, and then there's the carbine version, which is the SS.
So the SSX 23 then.
303. Yeah.
Because apparently that one is just kind of the ASG version of the Mark 23, which is around a €70 gun.
And he has
But
his brand on it.
It's because his brand is on it. It's selling for like what, 180 or something, is it, or more?
But that's the same with his M4 rifle he has as a VFC, and has all the problems of a VSC. The only difference between that one and the Novich one is the MOSFET that's in it. Everything
Now,
else is just being VSC.
From everything I've read though about and seen videos of his the SSG 24, the sniper rifle, that's apparently fantastic.
Yeah, because it's pre-upgraded.
Yeah, it's a pre-upgraded VSR 10. Like
Yeah.
I've got a VSR 10.
Yeah, your VS
it's
is very nice.
It is very nice. You shot it the other day, but it is very, very nice. But if it was already upgraded, because I do plan on putting some upgrades in this, I want to probably get different maple leaf hop rubbers and stuff like that into it.
That's fair. Yeah.
It seems like a lot of things that I'm seeing online here, because I just wanted to remind myself. A lot of people just seem either, and I don't want to jump the gun, I'm just saying what I see. It's like, looks like people are either jealous or envious in a lot of ways of himself because he's able to take airsoft to be his passion, to his, like, you know, what he actually does for a living. People are complaining about the price of his guns and how he is a salesman. With no evidence to back up their statements, but more just generalizations of, I guess, if he's a salesman, people just don't like salesmen. You know what I mean?
I like some of his products, and I would probably get a Novich sniper if I was going to spend that money for like a sniper. I would probably go for a Novich sniper. I will probably get his AP if it turns out to be good reviews for it, because I want to get an AP pistol. But like at the end of the day, like his products are clones of other products, and they're just Novich branded. Like he does have small little bits and pieces in it. And say what you want, like some of the pricing is a bit off. Some of the pricing is bang on where it should be, like the AP being 100 quid. That's what it should be. His M4, which is like what, 450 or something. I think that's a bit too much. It's around that mark. But
Why
that's
would
good
you
to
say
VFC.
that pricing it as it is bad?
Like his,
You get the exact same gun for cheaper.
yeah, because they're just branded.
I'm just going to say something that I learned from, like, when I was studying wine and I was studying other things, is that, and I know a lot of these products are made in Taiwan, so this is where I'm kind of thinking about it. The cheaper you buy things at, typically no one really gets a fair share there. Someone's getting fucked over along the way.
Mhm.
And I know Novich is making a big deal, and I've watched a lot of his videos, makes a big deal about his place in Taiwan.
Yeah.
And about the quality, and about how they make it, and the team behind them.
See, that was
all the
for
reviews
his
I see on
snipers.
him online is that they're great products, good quality, overpriced.
That's the thing with his snipers though. With his M4s, they are just literally VFC rebranded. Like the entire internals are VFC branded. It's just the externals that have the that has the branding of Novrage.
This podcast is sponsored by Muchin Ryujin. Have you ever wondered what type of dragon you are? The other day I was sent this article on how to find out what type of dragon I am, and all I had to do was give up my rights and give a lot of my personal information to a shady quiz website. But it was all worth it in the end, because I found that I'm a Hydrophius. I always thought that.
But anyway, what was I saying? I mean, Novrage pistols, I don't know what brand they are, but I mean, you don't really hear anything ever negative about them, but there's nothing too much positive said about it either. I think if you're an Novrage fanboy, by all means, be happy with what you get. But if you're looking for the cheapest thing around, you can get the exact same product for maybe 20 quid cheaper.
Yeah, but you understand where I'm coming from with.
No, I get where you're coming from. Like a lot of like.
Oh yeah, completely agree with what you were saying about the. He as he makes a big deal of the team behind him.
Yeah.
And the little guys in behind.
Mm-hmm.
He
shows
makes sure
them off quite a lot, and he seems to really be involved with that team out there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem like someone who, in some ways, is a bit of a slouch.
No, he's very hands-on, it appears.
Yeah.
Before all the pandemic, he would make regular trips over and stuff, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was going over to Taiwan a lot, and he was doing a lot of games in China as well for Airsoft, from memory.
That's right, yeah.
Taiwan.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously it's not all the bad perception. There's some very good YouTubers out there. Like, there's one great YouTuber that I've discovered recently. He's an Irish guy. He's not got a whole lot of views, or not a whole lot of subscribers, but he has got a lot of views because he had a few videos that have gone viral. Fox Green Airsoft. We actually met him at Simtac a little while ago. He had the gas blowback 417.
Was he the guy who was on our side? Or was on our side?
Yeah, he was on our team. Yeah,
I wasn't there, was I?
He's actually works on the site though, no?
No, he doesn't. No.
I think of someone else.
I can send you on some links after. He's very good. Like he has done. He's mainly a sniper, but he's got some great videos. Just the ones that have gone viral are the ones really comparing Novrage products to the TM clones and stuff.
I don't understand why like snipers are so big, because to me it just sounds boring, especially with airsoft, because of the fields you usually play on.
Yeah, look, it depends.
It wouldn't be well accommodating at them because
like I got my VSR 10 because like it's really only because I had €250 in vouchers, but but also because I've wanted that exact rifle for quite some time. It's the creme de la creme of airsoft snipers, really, for like relative budget.
Yeah.
It's been proven time and time again, and also the suppressor on it actually works. There actually is an audible difference when you put the silencer on it.
Yeah, there is.
As Stephen will attest to.
No, there's definitely like a.
Give us a demo.
You wouldn't be able to tell.
You can't really hear, man. Like you need to be there and listen to it.
I know, but I'd hear the first one, and not hear the second one.
Oh, hang on, so.
Well, we're leaving this one anyway.
The Canon Fodder Airsoft podcast is lucky enough to have two sponsors to today's podcast. Our second sponsor is Yang, who sent us P.ie, or Public Toilets Ireland. Have you ever wanted to know where the nearest public toilet is to you? Well, you can just log on to P.ie and you can find out very easily. If you have to update a toilet or submit a new one, you can do so very easily on the website. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go take a dump.
Jesus. All
Japanese flag.
Pseudo cream.
Oh god.
Right. Enough shot. Enough scuttling.
Just scuttling onto the talking now.
Yeah. It's gone out one end, it's coming out the other.
Stop so you can start talking straight, huh?
Professional shite talker, so yeah.
Professional shite talker, that's it, yeah.
I no idea. Sometimes it feels like that.
So,
Alrighty.
what's the worst actual video you guys have seen to do with rage, like rage videos? Because there's a fair few pretty like famous ones.
What's the one indoor facility? You would have seen that speed softer at.
Where what happens? Where he
I'll just pull it up.
because there's a few other ones like where there's the one with the kid burnt the guy's patch and he just mows him down.
That's I don't tend to watch airsoft rage videos.
I don't either, but like that's one that everyone's seen.
Oasis Airsoft, his videos usually have rage.
I don't know.
I don't know, me either now.
Like that's another one of the problems with the perception though, because like if you search even airsoft on the YouTube search bar, you tend to see fights, rage, and cheaters. The three of those types of videos are always in the top 10 results.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't look good. You want to be seeing like airsoft battles and stuff like that, or even airsoft Alphonse and stuff like that.
First thing, if I type airsoft into YouTube, the first thing I get is biggest fails and wins.
Oh yeah.
Worst airsoft rage and flip outs.
Yeah.
They want to ban this from airsoft. Mustang 7 hours ago.
Yeah, I saw he uploaded today. He hadn't uploaded in a while. I had a look yesterday.
Fair. Yeah, it's all about the rage, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's highly entertaining though.
I don't get entertained by it. I don't get anything from them.
I'm curious, like when I see the big ones, but I mean, there's just so much of that content where it's something stupidly small, but they build up to be way more than it is, and then everyone will just see it when they type in airsoft, and it just brings more negative stuff to the sport.
Yeah. But like even airsoft fights and stuff, we don't like seeing them. I don't like getting. I don't like watching those types of videos.
See, like that's the thing. We've like, how many have you actually seen in real life? Because I think the only time I've actually seen like someone rage in airsoft was when Bradley shot the guy in the nuts and he threw the gun into the air
And exploded.
and exploded. And he was a rental, so he didn't really give a shit.
In fairness, now you would do that now.
I mean, if it was his own gun, I don't think he would have thrown it. I think it was because it was rented. He just didn't give a fuck.
Fair.
Yeah, you would have then had to go and pay for that gun from the
Yeah.
site.
I know he would have, but
Well,
I mean,
his mom probably did.
no, I think from memory he was like around our age, maybe slightly older, because I'm pretty sure he arrived in a Beamer. So whatever about it, he was well off. But I mean, if it was one of us, we wouldn't fling up one of our €300 or €400 airsoft guns. I personally wouldn't.
No.
I just maybe fall to the ground.
You would rather jump on.
I'd rather step on another nail and have to go for a tetanus shot than break one of my airsoft guns. I'm being quite honest. I did not
Unless
like
it was the FAMAS.
I like the FAMAS. I mean, the FAMAS was sturdy enough to take the falling when I jumped on top of it.
Yeah. I just remember being worried about like we jumped over that ditch.
To slide down the ditch into the fucking ground.
The fucking mud we got in the fucking barrels and everything. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know what else about
Like-
fucking YouTubers and
Yeah,
stuff.
but like not even on YouTube. Like back to our own experiences of like the rage and fights and stuff. The only real ones that I can remember is when, like, sometimes at SimTac when like there might be cheating on both sides on big days, and I remember there was one day I think we were all there, and there was one of those big days where you had like 60 or 70 people at it in big teams.
Yeah.
But I think Johnny actually called people in and like just stopped the game early to just give out
Was that the night game where?
That was
No,
a
it
day game.
wasn't a night game. It was a day game.
Okay, no, there was a night game
Also-
as well where he was giving out to some of his old refs.
Also, Spec
That's
Ops.
right. Yeah.
Pardon?
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about Spec Ops. Yeah.
Spec Ops was a bit of a
Spec Ops was a disgrace,
bit of
but
a fucking
And
disaster. about
the
that one.
cheaters gave out to us for apparently cheating.
what didn't help though was the fact that the marshals were so young and there's only
And
two
that there
marshals
was-
for such a big
Yeah,
crowd,
2 for it. Yeah.
and they just were
Parents,
so
they really dropped the
inexperienced.
ball on that one.
Oh,
yeah,
they did.
I can't remember her name, but the girl, she was good. She
She was the
pretty
only
good.
one actually, and the other fella was just.
She was
like,
still being given
He had-
the wrong information. She was being given and giving it to us when we weren't cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but
we
she
lost.
only knows what she's been told. But in
Exactly.
fairness,
I know.
she was only trying to mediate what was going on,
Yeah.
and they kind of threw her under the bus with the whole thing. So,
Yeah.
honestly, it was a fucking disgrace to be honest with Spec Ops, and I did leave a nasty review.
Oh, that's a nasty
Google.
review.
I know you did.
I left a nasty review too. Let's be honest.
I did not, because that's actually a good site.
It's a good site, but
Site's
they
actually
knew
very
like
good.
everyone had signed up beforehand. They knew it was going to be a big crowd. They knew they had paintball already organized for a different side of the site, so they knew they were going to need more staff. It was
Yeah.
the site's fault that they didn't have
Yeah,
enough staff
sure.
on that
Yeah,
day.
I suppose you're probably right with that. So
That's my main kind of argument, like to why the site fucked up.
I'll read out my review. I'm gonna give you an impression about it. The games and facilities are some of the best I've seen, but the lack of marshals ruined the games. For the size of the teams, the game area to have one marshal was not only unfair to the players, but also the marshal who had to hear frustrations from everyone over the amount of cheating going on. I won't be returning until these issues are addressed, which is a shame as this place looks like I had so much work put into it.
Like I liked
Two
the
stars.
EMP aspect of the game where they would have people like drop their AEG.
Yeah, that's
into
right.
their gas.
that was a very good. That was. A
I
very
like that
good-
aspect.
So like yeah, the EMP thing was like the marshal
Only
would just
gas
shout
guns.
out EMP, and you can only use guns. You can't use any electric guns. So like
Mhm.
everyone's gun. So
Yeah, Only
if you had a
pistols.
pistol, you were away. But like, no, that was brilliant. It's never come across in my time playing airsoft. But like, I thought that was a brilliant rule. Like, because you do get like the pistols only games and stuff sometimes.
Love it.
they're
Love
very
pistols.
irregular where you
Get
actually get
them
pistol and shotgun
between-
games.
To get them called out at random during games, I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I really wish. I felt bad for them because genuinely, like, she was just at the end of it. I think she was just like, "Fuck it." Like, what am
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
think
here?
she was. Yeah.
Like I
Would've
don't
liked to
blame
spoke
her,
to a man
but
who ran it.
the site the owner of the site, whoever was organizing their sheets, they should have had someone else brought in that day. Just
Yeah.
kind of manage things. If they had like at least
Yeah.
an extra person, they could have had a marshal each for each team and then one in the middle, keeping track of everything.
He was playing. The guy who runs the site was playing.
Was he? I thought he was out with
Yeah, he
paintball
was.
people.
Mm.
There was a guy
Yeah.
like they had paintball people out the other side on a different area field.
Yeah, but what can you do? It was a shame because
Yeah.
obviously that's a cool place. Urban Urban Assault, those guys run a fucking tight ship, and
Yeah, they're very good.
They're
I'd
grand.
say-
They can be pretty. Like I like Johnny. He's grand. The only thing I have issue with, some of the marshals can be pretty shit when they're not in the mood. They'll just like, oh, fuck off. If like you go with it, like to tell them that someone's not taking their hits, they're like, oh well, tough luck.
Yeah,
I think I've experienced that.
I've experienced a few issues with them, but I just kind of be like, fuck it, whatever. It is
I
what
think what's
it
great
is.
about Johnny though is his enthusiasm for just like having a good game, like good event, and like his enthusiasm for it is hilarious. I remember.
See, Johnny kind of
really funny.
outweighs the cons for me for that side.
Oh, easy. It's like if everything else, but then Johnny fixes a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Like
Um,
the one thing that I love when I walk into that site or well drive in, the one thing I listen out for is his cough. Because when I hear that cough, I know I'm home. Like
you smoking a cigarillo or something like that. Yeah.
cigarillo, yeah.
Yeah, and then first thing I remember was really kind of made me really take to Johnny was when you go into there's an upstairs area that you can only get to if you go out to this like arched courtyard, and there's a hole on the other side of it where you can walk in from the attacking side, but you can't really get around it in a nice kind of way. But there's a hole in it, and I said to Johnny, "That's a pretty big hole. Like, could I shoot through that? What's the story?" And he goes, "I understand the etiquette." And he goes, "Oh yeah, don't shoot through that. But you know what you can do? You could throw a grenade in there, shout grenade. The grenade actually be a rock, and then you could run in after the rock and then start shooting.
Yeah.
And he went, if you're gonna do it, and I said, yeah. And he goes, wait, I want to get in a good position to watch it. He ran around the corner, and I went, huh? And they go, grenade, and I chased it in. I think I got about 2 or 3 kills. It was hilarious.
Oh god.
But they were not happy.
Oh,
I just feel guilty about it. I think there is a bit of
that's
fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's completely fair.
Does that not fall into manipulation? Into like
no, it's completely fair. You're not doing anything wrong. They didn't hear any bang, so they weren't technically out.
I also loved the idea of jumping in the back of the car. That was funny.
Yeah, I wish they did that more often, to be honest.
I think they.
Yeah, well, like they do have the car games, but like
it's not that often.
They don't tend to have like a load of people hanging onto the side of it every now and again because insurance.
Yeah.
Health and safety.
Well, that's the thing. I remember a really funny moment during that game where the car came around one of the big long barns when you first walked in, and I was minding it, and I was making sure it was all set and ready, and I opened the window, and there's himself sitting there next to the bomb, making sure it was all right. Closed the door, turned around, and I think Connor was watching the corner, but you had your saw or something, and he was just shooting, and I went, Connor, are you okay? And he just, yeah, I'm okay. Kept shooting. And I heard Johnny
I can't stop shooting
the car and pissed himself laughing.
I couldn't stop shooting because the box mag wasn't working properly, and it was like the one time it was feeding correctly. It's like, I'm not taking my finger off the trigger here. It's working.
Was that the M249 or was that the?
It was the it was 249.
It was 249. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was that or the new one you have.
Yeah, the one I sold you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think. And then Predator is obviously another great site.
I cannot wait to go up there now.
Same. I've had nothing but good experience up there.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go back up there.
Looking forward to going back up.
It'd be the big size we had last time. That was amazing. And even when it was like just how many 7 or 8 of us that day on the field when it was raining.
Geez, that
was so good.
8. When we started, it was us.
Yeah, it was 5
of us.
5 of us plus 2 randomers.
That's right.
Snipers.
Yeah, and then after the half day, there was
rentals.
A few the scrolls. they turned up, and geez, that was probably one of my favorite days of Airsoft. Only probably outweighed by the following one the year later when we just destroyed.
We did not lose one match, even when they were the entire everyone off our team against.
So I can remember at the end or during the last game, it was 7 of us. 7 of us,
I think.
Yeah, 7 of us against 30.
Yeah.
With
that was
the fridge.
Bloody brilliant. With the fridge game, and we just told Yang run.
I think the fact that we just had Yang running constantly really helped. We just had one person, the rest of us just held the spot.
And we spent about 60 quid on grenades.
And we just started flinging them to get rid of them in that game.
Yeah.
Speaking of Yang, let's take a transition to our sponsor of today's podcast. Connor, take us away.
Yeah,
Connor, take us away to our sponsor.
It's already playing.
It's already done. And we're back. So yeah.
Love a bit of hot water, so I do.
So anyway, there was the time when we were up the north when Connor killed himself and myself with his grenade.
Oh god, yeah.
That was such a waste of a tenner.
That was a fiver. It was a fiver.
It was
the only problem was the grenades kept on coming out as duds. So I think there was I had.
Yeah, but to be fair to them,
they replaced them easily.
They replaced them. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. They replaced them.
No, but that instant was Jesus. That was a stupid.
What happened? You just didn't throw properly, or you just dropped it at your feet?
So I was. I lit the grenade.
I remember this actually. I just heard it, and you went, "Aw."
I just heard it. Oh, I turn around and just heard a shh as it was on the ground. So I'm like, "Fuck."
So I lit the grenade. I pulled the pin and go to throw it, and my hand hits the wall behind me. Drops the grenade at the feet, and I'm looking at it, fuck, and I kick it, and it goes over to between me and Steven instead of just me. That's fuck, and then both was dead.
Somehow we won that game.
Somehow we won that one. Yeah. Well, it was also because of the grenades that we won it, because we were just flinging them right across the map.
Yeah.
I remember,
spawn killing with grenades.
Yeah, what was it? I think I had like 6 or 7 with one grenade, because there was one grenade. I think Bradley had thrown the grenade on the left, and it forced the guys from the left to move to the right. Yeah. And at the same time, I threw one to the right. So like about a second after. So they had moved over, and then another grenade landed at their feet. But just no, that was brilliant. I remember during that game though, one of the marshals of the site asked us, "So like, are we a team? Like, do we actually do like training and stuff?" It's like, God, no. We're lucky to get like 4 or 5 people out for a skirmish. But like,
the numbers did we were steady after that.
We did get a fairly good numbers, and we got 12 now for the first day back. So like,
we need to make sure Yang's not dead this time. Like, remember last time he couldn't get into the house? He had to be carried in.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that, because he was
stuck in my car for like 15-20 minutes as I unload the kit.
Oh yeah, I had to sleep. I nearly fell asleep in the basket. That's broken all over my body.
Yeah,
we really just put all of our energy into it, didn't we?
I remember walking into that house.
My gear and just I couldn't move my back. I literally was like frozen for a minute.
I remember walking in the front door, dropping the gear, walking straight to the fridge, getting 2 cans of harp, walking straight back upstairs to the shower, and I was in the shower for about half an hour drinking 2 cans of harp. Tom, then I get a photo on my phone of Tom in a bath with a can of harp resting on him.
Yeah.
Well, I was at the shop getting dinner. Or was that tonight? I went out for the food that night, didn't I? Pretty sure I did.
We had food in the house.
Oh, did I?
We had a patch in the house.
Yeah,
I don't remember.